Welcome back to Focus on 5. Emergencies are always inevitable, and in honor of National Preparedness Month, we're going to show you some tips on how you can build your very own survival kit. Now, it can always be overwhelming to think ahead to prepare for an emergency, but no need to worry, we got you covered. We're going to show you some items that you might already have in your home to get that kit all prepared. So we're going to start this way. You know, the obvious thing, we got batteries here. You want to make sure you get a few different kinds of batteries. Not every item or electronic in your home has the same battery, so you want to make sure in your survival kit you have a couple of different versions. Now, moving on, we have a flashlight. Now, everybody should have a flashlight in your home. If you don't, you should definitely make sure you get one, but this will be perfect for your survival kit. So the next thing we want to talk about is something that people may not think about often, and this is a whistle. I never thought of to have a whistle in my survival kit, but you want to you hear that? If you ever need to call for help, a whistle will definitely be an essential key. You never know when you might need it, so just throw it in your survival kit just in case. Now, if you don't have access to a phone, like I said, the whistle will be a good choice. But if you do have a phone, we all have phones, we all need these. So make sure you have your charger as well as the block. The block will always help you out. You don't want to forget those. Now, moving on, here's another essential obvious thing: toilet paper. You need to use the restroom, so make sure you have the toilet paper in your survival kit. Now, I have here are wipes. Now, these are antibacterial hand sanitizing wipes. Now, these are good for, trying to wash your hands before you eat something while you're in the midst of an emergency, but also make sure you find some kind of wipe that is for your body. So if you need to cleanse, you can use that, but these specifically you can't really use for your body, just more so your hands. So make sure you have both. Next up is one of the most important, and that is the first aid kit. You may have one in your home. If you don't, think about getting one to put into your survival kit. Now, essentially, this is one of the first aid kits that we have at our station, but essentially you want to have some simple items such as a band-aid to cover any of those wounds that you may have. Also, some gauze. This one comes with safety pins. That might be essential because gauze is sometimes hard to kind of close or make sure that they're secure on your arm or any body part, but this one comes with the essential safety pins to kind of help you out. And you also want some ointment to kind of make sure those wounds heal quickly. Now, these are also key essentials that you want to make sure you have. You have water and you have food. Non-perishables preferably. Now, these are little snacks that you can just keep inside the bag, as well as a can opener. So if you have some cans or non-perishable items, you can easily open them so that you can eat. Now, what we have here next are items that are essentially ancient, but they may help you out in the event of emergency. Now, this is a radio and a paper map. Now, kids these days, they don't know much about those, but it might be time to teach them because they could be useful at the time of an emergency. Also, remember to teach your kids how to dial 911 or how to use a phone, because obviously we've used phones to Google and do all of that stuff, Google directions, but in the time of an emergency, that may not be an option. Plus, don't forget to create an emergency plan to go along with your emergency kit. Now, this is one way that you'll be able to stay prepared in the event of an emergency. Up next, I spoke with a AAA about fall and travel. Hear their advice for adventures as the seasons change. You don't want to miss that. We're right back after the break.